All right, Coach, so this old place not quite done yet. There is playoff football to be played in the East Bay in Oakland, California. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Left side, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. He brings the kickoff back 85 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Fair catch, made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw on second down. Trubisky. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. They're going to look to throw. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He's got a first down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, yeah. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. Now Jackson throwing again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Out to the right here to Shepard. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the Oakland 20 into the red zone. A big play that time for the Titans. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Davante Adams there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On third down, Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 16. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Trubisky will throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play. Play action. It's Trubisky. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action. Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Hauschka with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back, the special.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Derek Barnett able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. These two teams all tied after 1. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. Space to maneuver at the 40. 16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Hines. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 50-yard line.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. past him at the 45. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. John Ross, 50 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Check, ready. Lift your arm. Check 56. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Short. Kill.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Get it roll. West. Crunch.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw on third down, Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
They'll come out in the pistol. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check. Tighten up.
They'll try to run with Hines. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
On second down now, it's Hines. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
22, Jack, Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. On 1st down. It's Grant, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Trubisky to throw. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Trubisky to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, Trubisky going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Hauschka's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Quick the edge. Come.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson flushed out right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Jackson. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Third and 2. Now Trubisky. It's caught. Shepard. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And it's complete to Kelsey.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Sean Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54 miles.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Hey, watch that, watch that.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incomplete. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and...
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Pick it up. 25, check 25.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
56. Hey, we got to get
To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Safe. Check 52.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Break down. 180. 54 Mike.
Come on, boy.
They'll run on 1st down. Grant, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Trubisky. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to Brown, right side. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll make it 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. Step, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alec Ogletree. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to air one out. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st down, it's Grant. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. They go back to Grant. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now a give, right side. Grant. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to let it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a desk, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 18-yard line.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready.